Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me as we embark on a new way to keep our valued partners informed on what's going on in relation to the liquor licensing and the hospitality industry here in Victoria. My name's Rob Steen, and welcome to our very first vlog and podcast, which we hope will be of benefit to our industry partners as we go forward. We aim to do a vlog every 2 weeks if we possibly can, so hopefully we'll be able to assist you as licensees and staff members in the hospitality industry get on and be compliant, but also get an understanding about what's going on. So, first cab off the rank. On the 1st of July this year, you may or may not be aware that the administration of liquor licensing in Victoria has gone to another government entity, Liquor Control Victoria. As someone who's been involved in the licensed hospitality industry for the last 30 years, I can tell you that state governments over the journey have spent a lot of time and money changing over entities. When I first started liquor licensing way back in 1990, it was the old Liquor Licensing Commission. And of course, it's evolved over several incarnations since then. The merging basically in 2012 of gambling and liquor saw the introduction back then of the VCGLR, the Victorian Commission for Gambling and Liquor Regulation. There were legislation changes back then. There were an introduction of new liquor licences, but also the thing that was probably significant back in those days was the introduction of gambling and liquor inspectors. And of course, those people who police licensed premises continue to do that today. Along with, of course, the Victoria Police, who have had ongoing enforcement of liquor laws for a long period of time. As a result of the Royal Commission into the Crown Casino back in 2021, the state government decided that it was time to basically split the casino and gambling and liquor. And so basically what happened on the 1st of January this year, the VCGLR morphed itself into the Victorian Gambling and Casino Control Commission, which also incorporated liquor licensing as well. And the reason for that was that they wanted to basically time for the splitting of gambling and liquor back. And of course, on the 1st of July, that happened. And as I've already mentioned, now we have Liquor Control Victoria. One of the things that's probably happened as a result of that demerging is that some of the staff that were involved in liquor license applications are now have been transferred over or been retained by the VGCCC, and that means that there's been a bit of a black hole in relation to some liquor license applications. Of course, it also means that there'll be the employment of new staff, and of course, with new staff comes a lack of experience. Not a criticism at all of the staff, but it'll take some time to get up to speed. So, if you're a licensee with some liquor licenses applications in at the moment, or some queries, it may well be that you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for these things to take back. So what we're saying is that we're now going back to the future when it comes to liquor licensing, and so hopefully with the when the dust settles, we'll see an improvement in customer service and understanding, because ultimately what we've got is subject matter experts now doing liquor licensing rather than those people who have a gambling background who had no knowledge of liquor licensing are now not going to be doing any liquor applications, so that's good. Enforcement of licensed premises will continue to be done by the gambling and liquor inspectors. At some time in the future, they will again demerge, and ultimately that means that there'll be just liquor inspectors. But from a licensee's point of view, you still will have visits from those inspectors, so please understand that you still have to be compliant with your obligations to your liquor license, but also to the legislation in respect to making those staff that are required to be RSA trained have done so, making sure that their RSA certificates are up to date and no older than 3 years and things like that. So just make sure you're still compliant. Of course, Victoria Police are still a lead agency when it comes to enforcing the laws, and so you will see visits from the Victoria Police as you have always. So don't think that anything's going to change in respect to that. We'll have to wait and see basically how the timelines come for applications and things like that. But I think overall it's a positive outcome for the hospitality industry. But we will have to watch this space. Um, I do have, as I've introduced myself as the first of these vlogs or podcasts, um, we will be interviewing a number of people that have industry experience and some special guests. So this is not going to be a podcast that is based on liquor licensing as such. It's going to be based on hospitality and licensed premises within Victoria, Australia. And so please, if you do have an interest in understanding how the licensed hospitality industry in Victoria works and maybe get some experiences from some operators and indeed industry associations, what I'd like you to do, please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please, if you can make sure you click on the link and you'll be notified of when we actually produce additional episodes. So I look forward to being able to entertain as well as inform you as licensees and staff in the licensed hospitality industry. I do encourage you, if you've got any suggestions that perhaps for a special guest for me to interview or for someone to speak to or get some advice from, or even indeed a topic that you think might be a good idea to have discussions about, then please, if you could drop me an email. The email address is on the screen below me now. If you're listening to this as a podcast, it's rob@Liqcon, Liqcon.com.au. And please, I do encourage your feedback. I look forward to your support. I'm not looking to monetize these podcasts or vlogs. I'm simply doing them to basically assist the industry, and I hope that you can support it. I appreciate that you've taken a couple of minutes to listen to our first one, and I look forward to being able to do them in the future. Thanks again, and bye for now.